A couple had been married for 30 years, and throughout that time, they always kept the lights off during their intimate moments. The husband felt a bit self-conscious and quietly used a little help to make sure his wife was happy, something she never knew. One evening, curiosity got the best of the wife, and she finally turned on the light, only to discover the truth. Surprised, she looked at him and said, "I knew it. Care to explain this?" He smiled and replied, "Sure, but first, how do you explain to kids?" A guy goes to a psychiatrist to see about his strange dreams. "Doctor, I'm dreaming every night about a soccer tournament for ants. It's on every night. They went through a group stage, a knockout phase, and it's the only thing I've been dreaming about the last week. It's driving me nuts." So the doctor says, "Well, that's easy. Just take this medicine before going to bed tonight, and the dreams will be gone." To which the guy replies, No, doctor, not tonight because it's a finals." A woman decided she'd make more money working late nights than her husband ever did. That night, she spotted a nervous-looking man, young, dressed in business casual and visibly shaking. Still, she smiled at him. "Hey, baby," she said as he approached her. "You look a bit tense, looking to relax a bit." "Hey, actually, yes, I am," he responded. "I have a big meeting tomorrow at my company, and I am completely unprepared. Whatever you're offering, I'll take. Money is no object." "Well, that sounds good to me." She took him by the hand. "You got a place for us?" "Yes. There's a motel not too far from us." He took her to his car and got a room for the two of them. For the next few hours, they had multiple sessions with a short break in between. During these short breaks, he got out a portfolio and whispered to himself, writing down a few things as he worked. The woman found it a bit odd that he was working while with her, but still, it was his bill, and the longer he went, the more money she would earn. After what seemed like the 10th session, he decided to call it a night. The woman, secretly glad that it was over as she was about to run out of stamina, got dressed as the man was once again writing down a few things in his portfolio. "Not that it's any of my business," she said, "but what kind of meeting do you have that's got you so worked up?" "Well, I can't go into too much detail," the man responded, looking up from his work. "But basically I work for a major latex company. There's still some research and testing to be done. But thanks to you, I can now tell the board that 9 out of 10 condoms didn't break." Family dinner talk. The phases of life at the dinner table. The curious son turns to his dad and asks, "Dad, how many types of boobs are there?" The dad, caught off guard but rolling with it, says, "Well, son, women go through 3 stages. In their 20s, their breasts are like melons, round and firm. In their 30s and 40s, they're like pears, still nice, but hanging a bit. After 50, they're like onions." "Onions?" the son wonders. "Yep," Dad nods, "because when you see them, they make you cry." His wife and daughter exchange annoyed looks. Then the daughter chimes in, "Mom, how many types of Willis are there?" Mom smiles knowingly and replies, "Well, dear, men go through 3 stages too. In their 20s, their willy's like an oak tree, strong and mighty. In their 30s and 40s, like a birch tree, flexible but reliable. After 50, it's like a Christmas tree." "A Christmas tree?" the daughter asks, curious. Mom laughs. "Yep," Dad from the root up, "and the balls are just for decoration." A blonde woman is sick of everyone treating her like she's stupid. So one day she dyes her hair a fiery red. Feeling confident and smarter than ever, she takes her car out for a long drive in the countryside. After a while, she spots a farm, and on that farm, what looks like hundreds of fluffy, adorable sheep grazing in the field. She can't resist, so she pulls over and walks up to the farmer. "These sheep are adorable," she says. "Tell you what, if I can guess exactly how many you have. Can I take one home?" The farmer chuckles. "Sure, lady, but I'll warn you, there's no way you'll guess the exact number." She slowly scans the entire field, squinting like a chess master calculating her next move, then confidently says, "You have 593 sheep. The farmer's jaw drops. Well, I'll be. That's exactly right. So the woman walks into the field, picks up the fluffiest one she can find, and starts heading back to her car. The farmer calls out, "Hold on a second. If I can guess your natural hair color, can I have him back?" She smirks. "Go ahead, give it your best shot." Without missing a beat, the farmer says, "You're blonde. Now, can I have my dog back?" Marge and Earl had been married for 47 years. Not passionately, not painfully, just in that solid, sarcastic rhythm where affection sounds suspiciously like an insult. One quiet afternoon, Marge sat on her floral throne, cradling the cat like it was royalty, while Earl sat opposite her in his recliner, socks and opinions both stretched out far too long. With a nostalgic sigh, Marge looked up from her knitting and said, "Honey, remember when you used to nibble my ear?" Earl didn't even lower the newspaper. "You want me to go get my teeth?" Marge rolled her eyes. "So romantic. I could just swoon." "You swoon. I'm not picking you up," Earl replied, flipping the page. "My back has a strict no-lifting policy." The cat meowed, probably in protest, or fear, or existential dread. "You used to be sweet," Marge said, more to the cat than to the man she married during the disco era. Earl peeked over his paper. "I used to have hair, too. Time's cruel like that." Marge smirked. "Back then, you'd surprise me with flowers. Now you surprise me with new grunts every time you sit down. And you used to bake pie," Earl shot back. "Now I just get suspicious casseroles and judgment." The thermostat clicked on like it was trying to escape the conversation. But despite all the dry remarks, mismatched socks, and expired flirtation, there was love underneath, or at least something sturdy enough to survive decades of bickering, bingo nights, and shared Metamucil. Marge smiled. "I still like you, you know." Earl grunted. "Well, don't make it weird." An old Doberman was out for a stroll, chasing rabbits, when he suddenly realized he had no idea where he was. As he looked around to get his bearings, he spotted a young panther stalking him from the trees, clearly thinking about making him lunch. "Oh, boy, this doesn't look good," the old dog thought. But then he spotted a pile of bones nearby. Thinking quickly, he plopped down with his back to the panther and began gnawing on a bone loudly. Just as the panther was about to pounce, the Doberman shouted out, "MMM, that last panther was delicious. I wonder if there's another one around here." The panther froze mid-leap, eyes wide with fear, and slinked away into the woods. "Yikes! That was too close," the panther whispered. "That dog's a killer." But up in the tree, a squirrel had watched the whole scene. Eager to earn some protection, the squirrel dashed after the panther and spilled the whole story, telling him the Doberman had been bluffing. Furious at being tricked, the panther growled, "Hop on, squirrel. We're going back, and this time that dog's finished." Back in the clearing, the Doberman saw the panther charging toward him with a squirrel riding shotgun. Thinking fast, he turned his back again and acted as if he hadn't noticed them. Just as they got within earshot, the old Doberman said aloud, "Where's that squirrel? I sent him off hours ago to bring me another panther.